Hey everybody, welcome to the farm. This is actually, believe it or not, it feels like it was almost a year ago that we added on this extension to the farm. This is our first winter season where we can actually show you our brand new space that we've created just for our houseplants. And lucky you, until next Saturday, all of them are going to be 30% off, and we have some special pricing on the ones that we've grown at Bauman's. Let me show you, come on and follow me. It's right through these double doors. I was telling my mom the other day, I was like, keep these doors open. It feels so good to have the space right off the store where all of the plants that we have for our houseplant sale are right over here. I even brought, these are some of my babies that I bought at the houseplants on the farm, and I've been keeping them at home during the summertime, but they've finally gotten kicked out of the house because they're getting a little too big, and I brought them over here. But houseplants at Bauman's, all of them are going to be 30% off, but if they are grown at Bauman Farms, and let me show you, because I know it can be a little confusing, but we grow all of ours in these kind of black pots. All of these 4-inch pots are only going to be $5. Normally they're $7, they're on sale for $5. We have everything from these beautiful Rex begonias. We grow 4 or 5 different varieties. You can kind of see there's a whole array of different colors, from these beautiful kind of purples to the dark blacks to the kind of velvety green colors. You get so many cool, I catch Jessica out here sometimes and she's just touching them because they're so pretty and so neat. She's smiling behind the camera. But all of our 4-inch are only $5. And also, when you go up to the next size, our Bauman grown 6-inch. Let me show you one of my favorite ones. It's hiding in the back here. This is Ruby Cascade. It's a cool little plant. It just kind of cascades down, and watch. This beauty is one that we keep in the back, and you just want to come up and give it a hug. This is how big it will get. All of our 6-inch plants are only $10 right now. They're normally $15. They're on sale for $10. We have a whole selection of 6-inch hanging baskets, which I really think are really great for a good size for an indoor hanging basket. And then we also have 6-inch individual, what we call like upright, that are not hanging. Those are only $10 as well. There's a couple other kind of specialty ones. I'm trying to figure out what's the best one to show you, but there's, check it out. This is a type of Sansevieria or mother-in-law's tongue. This particular one is called whale fin, just because the fins that come up on it, those tongues coming up, are so large. We have a variegated one, and we also have a solid green one. We've been propagating these in the back ourselves, so we have literally almost 100 of these in the back. We're putting them on sale, these giant pots. This is a 12-inch big pot. They're on sale for $10 for our houseplant sale. Beautiful pots, $10. Can you believe it? Like, I think when I first started propagating these, I got them from Asia, and I only had like 10 or 20 of them when I started, and they were like $40 or $50 a piece per start, which is crazy to believe now that we have so many. We have these giant pots for only $10. And like I said, we have variegated ones, and then we also have the solid green ones. Everybody here has done such a great job kind of reimagining this space and putting all these cool plants in here. There's so much to choose from. All of them are 30% off. And let me show you one of my favorites. Remember, when you're going through here, you can kind of see black pots, $5 Bauman grown. If they're in a green pot, it means we bought them from somewhere else, and they're 30% off. So even better for the Bauman grown ones. But check this out. We have been growing these Thai Constellations now for a while. This is one of our giant ones that we kind of keep in the back, but I wanted to bring it up so everybody could see how pretty it is. Look at some of these variegated foliage on here. I mean, it is so beautiful. Look at those giant leaves and the split leaf on it. We have these available in our 6-inch size. You can start to see all the variegation. Some of them are already, as the leaves, like you see, this doesn't have like the holes and kind of the pattern, the split leaves like them. But as the leaves get bigger, they start to split as they get older. So see how this one now is starting to shoot that out? As they get older and bigger leaves, you'll get more and more of that split leaf look. We have these available right now in 6-inch. Normally they're $45. They're on sale for only $35. And believe it or not, like, it doesn't take that long. A couple years and you're gonna have this beautiful plant that all your friends are gonna be oohing and awing for, and you're gonna tell them I only paid $35 for a start from Bauman's. I wanna take you out back and show you kind of some of the other cool houseplants that we're bringing up right now. So come follow me, there's so much to see. Jessica and me were just walking around back here looking for all the cool things to bring up for our plant sale. And I wanted to show you, there's such a variation of color, growth habit, and size on a lot of houseplants. It's kind of good to kind of figure out where they're going when you purchase one of these small ones to see how big they get sometimes. The first one I want to talk about is, this is a Tradescantia. This one is called Nanook. You can see how pretty and pink and kind of striped the leaves are. And look how similar but different this one is. This is a variety that I found up in Canada called Sweetness. And when you put them side by side, you can see the real difference in the size of the leaf and the color. A lot of times, I've been looking for this variety for a while. When you look online, it almost looks exactly like Nanook. But in reality, when you put them closer together, you see the difference. With a lot of Tradescantias, the thicker the leaves, the bigger the stalks, the kind of bigger, stockier it gets. You can see with Sweetness, it's much more compact. I find that this trails more and that it doesn't get nearly as big as Nanook does. The other thing that I find with a lot of Tradescantias is they will put like a little flower on the stem sometimes. As soon as that stalk flowers, it's kind of done growing. So a lot of times I like to pinch the flowers off. I find that, because I mean, really the foliage is where all of the really cool colors coming from for these, and that keeps it a lot fuller. It keeps it growing a lot faster. It seems to just stop when it flowers. But Tradescantias have so many different things. Nanook and Sweetness are one of them. This is another beauty right here. This one is called Pistachio. Look at the cool foliage on this one, kind of striped, really easy to care for indoors. The other thing that I really like about it is they don't require a lot of light. As long as there's kind of light in the vicinity, they do really well. They don't need to be in like direct sunlight like a lot of them do. This is always one of my mainstays. I use a lot of these in our baskets because I like it so much. This is another Tradescantia. This particular one is called Purple Heart. And honestly, this beauty takes full direct sunlight during the summertime to almost complete deep dark shade. It turns to get a little more green, not quite as purple in that, but it's so easy to grow. A lot of times in the South, you'll see this as a perennial, but for us as a house plant, as mixing containers, really great versatile plant. Same thing though, when it flowers on the tip, I usually try and take that tip off, and you'll see that it branches a lot more and fills out a lot more. There's such variety. There's so many amazing things out here. I want to show you a couple different other plants that have a really cool variety. Let's find a good one of these. That looks cool, yeah? Check out these two beauties. Both of these are Plectranthus. Both Plectranthuses work great for indoor plants. This particular one is called Guacamole, and you can see the really cool yellow, green, and purple. And I also like, check out the underside of the foliage. Really pretty backs of the leaves. This one is called Guacamole. This is just, I call purple Plectranthus. It has really cool flowers, especially during the summertime, but it's really just for the foliage, that beautiful kind of purple with that. Completely different growth habits when you buy each of these. A lot of times I find with variegated plants, they're not as strong growers as the more solid green plants, so they'll be much more compact. This guy gets huge, especially if you let it go, while the Guacamole is going to stay more compact and much easier to grow on the indoors than the purple one. We were looking at the Thai Constellations earlier, which is one of those beautiful rare plants that's hard to find. One of those hard plants used to be Pink Princess. Pink Princess is a philodendron that has kind of these pink splotches on it. It's really pretty. It was super hard to find. It was super expensive for a long time, and now you can find it more readily available. One of the problems that people found with Pink Princess is that while the leaves would come out kind of pink and splotched, other leaves would come out just solid red. It wasn't very consistent with the blotching. You didn't get consistent variegation on it. Well, they've come through and they've improved it. And this one is Pink Princess Marble. And when you compare the two, you can see that marble has a lot more variegation. It's much more what they call stable. The variegation doesn't come and go like it does on some of the other varieties. Each leaf that's coming out is going to give you a lot more variegation. We have these available in 4-inch right now as well for the sale. So it's another one of those cool kind of collector plants that you can pick up right now on sale at Bauman's. This Sansevieria moonshine, check out this cool variegated foliage, is another one of those upright 6-inch that's only going to be $10 on sale right now at Bauman's. We have this whole place stocked, ready for you to come out and see. We have so much fun growing all these different houseplants, and we've been bringing in really cool houseplants from all over the place. It's wintertime. It's a great way to get your home freshened up with air, a little bit of excitement for plants because spring is right around the corner, and Bauman's is an awesome place to come on out and get a little bit of your plant fix on during the wintertime.